What's going on? So today is the next day. It's Tuesday, August 22nd, and the time is 3 p.m. It is definitely late. I'm at the house again. Oh my goodness, I thought you were still like you were homeless. No, I'm still here, bitch. What's going on? Although I know that possibly there are people that are within the government that are just like, we gotta get her out of here. We hate her. Suck it. Anyway, for the time being at least. Anyway, hey, what's going on? Of course, since you asked, I'm wearing this. Hold on. Yeah, it's doing me back there. Nobody suit. So yeah, this right here, and I got this on. Oh my god, I kind of look like I'm about to, do like one of those fighting things. Oh my goodness, I used to love those. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So I have this. I have on my sneaks and things like that, and I have my pocketbook that I am going to be like. We definitely need more tall people clothing. Tall people, preferably tall people who are, thickums, and plus size. So, yeah. I'm looking at you, Fashion Nova, and things of that nature, or Shein, or whatever like that. I haven't jumped at Fashion Nova yet, but it's just like I'm so tired of finding it being hard to find tall jeans. There aren't skinny jeans. It's like goddamn. We kind of want to go with the times too. Like I like baggy things. Like back in the day, I used to wear like a lot of baggy material. So like those baggy throwback California pants you see in like Clueless or something like that. Like those are cool. I had like those. I used to wear those. Or if you see it like on Nirvana, things of that nature, like 90s vibes. I thought it was pretty chill. Like or even sweats. I'd rather have like long ones. So yeah, definitely about that vibe. Today's video is called Toxic Black Entitlement, and I wanted to get into that, but of course I wanted to talk about, other things because it's just like you sent for me and you decided to take it upon yourself to abuse me for damn near 2 decades, if not 2 decades. And it's just like you are relentless with moving on with your life and trying to act like you're a person of power. Don't get me wrong, you may be affiliated and connected with certain kind of people. You may be able to pull certain type of strings, but you want to govern your authority over a singular person who actually has been abiding by the rules. But because I'm actually doing what it is I'm supposed to be doing and living my life without your fucking help, you wanted to be very vindictive and spiteful because I don't want to listen to you because I actually living a life that you don't have to be a part of. Basically, you wanted to be a part of my success every single step of the way since I was a small ass child, and I was just like, no, like I got to where I got to by myself. It was me studying, it was me learning these languages and things of that nature, and you were just a fucking copycat. In fact, you had to wait for me to do something in order for you to do it. So how are you over here trying to tell me exactly? You're like a passenger seat bitch, not even on the side of me, but behind me, because you were also talking a whole bunch of shit. So how are you the person to tell me about go here, there, and this and here? It's not Uber. This is not Uber. This is not a taxi situation. You were invited to be into my life. Actually, you manipulated your way into my life by mirroring a lot of my personality. And then you wanted to take it even further because you liked the material and the attention and all the other kind of shit being in my presence, that you decided to say a lot of shit behind my back. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this old guy because this old white guy looked like Santa Claus. This is a little snowball, but he was like built. I'm just like, okay, Santa. But anyway, yeah, you wanted to take it upon yourself to disrupt my life unfucking provoked. Like I'm literally being a plus to you, and you took it upon yourself to be a fucking minus to me and do everything under the fucking sun and in the night under the moon, where it was like you were just toxic, fucking cruel. You smiled in my face, but then you were talking a whole bunch of shit. It's crazy. Now I'm in a position where I'm doing the utmost, or at least playing it by ear, as of like how I can be disconnected from you guys, even though I've already cut you off. I've already pursued legal I mean legal pursuits and trying to, judicially cut you off, within the eyes of the government and things of that nature. But you're using the fucking government to your whim in order to fucking sabotage, delay things, and that's fucking disgusting too. So yesterday I had said a lot of things that I still fucking mean, and that's why I wanted to come back up on here saying that I said what I said, and not only that, but it's just like I wanted to add some things, such as like an addendum to what I had said, because some people might think that they are safe when it comes to me moving accordingly, and it's just like you are doing things that are not only a hindrance to my life, because it's not about me just ignoring what you guys are saying, but it's also that you are inspiring other people to either do the same thing, to either get on the bandwagon with trying to fuck with me, or you're also inspiring other people to do the same thing to other people. Like I told you, like I'm not in the mood, or I'm not in the I don't have my responsibility is about saving myself, considering that's what you guys decided to say. Like literally, I'm not even paraphrasing. You guys were saying to save myself. So okay, I'm worried about myself. So why would I ever want to still have you guys um talk in a way where it's like, oh, these people are still watching you, but it's only because they admire you. It's only because they admire what you're doing. It's only because you're such a fascinating person, and they like the way you're standing up to people. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's still voyeurism. That's still stalking. That's still surveillance. That's still abuse of power of the government using their opportunities to be capitalistic and exploitative in order to molest me, or to like literally trying to invite somebody who I cut off in order to have a relationship with me, but he has like literally several fucking kids. Apparently he's a polygamist, and he's riddled with venereal diseases. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I've seen, like, I've gone to extremes where it's just, well, not extremes, so, but I've gone to deals where I've I've had to invest in different types of security cameras. I've installed different type of things in order to protect myself. In order to not have people break in when I'm at home, so that they can actually try to harm me. Like, at least give me a head fucking start, because I don't want you to leave without fucking a scratch on you. Ideally, I want you to leave with something that's permanent, so that way, if I should ever leave this house, or leave, I'm sorry, not this house, but if I should ever leave this earth, I want you to leave with something permanent, like seriously, something that cocoa butter or surgery will not be able to fucking erase. Like, definitely, a missing eye or something, but it's just like, yeah, for what it's worth. And so, yeah, like I'm witnessing a lot of people trying to just save their ass, but also my abuser is trying to do the most when it comes to trying to make light of the situation, or at least still trying to make stalking me a favorable opportunity for them. Now, I'm a girl who just, I love examples because I'm a visual learner. So I have some things that I have bookmarked over here, but they are about they're pretty long. But it's just to exemplify some of the ways that particular Black people are very fucking entitled, and they've been like this for over a decade. So it's probably going to be hard for them to shake it, or they just might not want to shake it at all. But at the same time, these will be the same fucking people who will have the audacity to point the finger at somebody else doing that to them. So it's just like, okay, well, if you don't want it, then if you don't want this happening to you, then why are you doing it to somebody else, namely me? This is really ridiculous. I actually just saw this video on this clip from American Horror Stories with the Wiccans, the witches, the covens, and it had Angela Bassett and, oh crap, I can't remember her name, but she's a good actress. This white woman, blonde hair. She's I can't remember right now. I really can't. But they were sitting at this business meeting between two men, one white, one Black, also, and they were making a deal. It was a contract situation. Anyway, the point of it was just that Angela Bassett was very both of the ladies were witches and the men were not. So the women were basically describing their not their disappointment. These women were describing their oh my goodness, I didn't eat anything. I literally just had some ice. But to put it plainly, these two women who were witches were just they had a fucking enough. They were being hunted and I guess targeted by the government. So they had to sit down with two representatives and they were expressing their not disinterest but their hate for having to live a targeted life. Angela Bassett had lost close people, including customers, families, and employees during one of the attacks that the government had did, and the white man had replied, "Oh, those are just casualties." And then he went on to discuss about his own frustrations. That's what it is, frustrations. Well, him is frustrations. With them, it's grievances. So with the white guy, he was talking about his frustrations in regards to um, the war that's going on between them is really frustrating because there's a lot of people who lost their jobs, and Angela Bassett was just like casualties, and it's a shame because I mean, yes, it is a casualty. These are casualties, but the way how the white man decided to express literally like lives lost, murdered in an act of war as a casualty, and it is during a war that's what happens. You do have casualties, but it's just so fucked up on how cavalier that he made the comparison to basically, oh, these people who were namely innocent, these are like customers or something like that, like these people like a lot of these people were innocent, so these were casualties that you saw that you expected can be like looked over or wiped away with a check or something like that. Meanwhile, people who are unemployed, you know, that has a more you care about that one more. You care about more about lives lost that can't just go on about their day, just dust themselves off and go into another job or another opportunity, and you compare that to you compare that not just equal to, but you find that a bunch of white people or whatever like that um, inconvenience of being displaced and unemployment is more of a strife and a hit, a global hit, as compared to lives lost. And I mean, the fact that Angela, retorted with just the word casualties, I feel like it's more than that. It's more. There should be more than just casualties. But she was just like, casualties, and they were just trying to make that seem like, oh, it's the same. Like, oh, it's a nice hit. But I was just like, no, not really. Like, it's just I see it for the underlying situation that it is. I'm like, yo, that's really fucked up. That's really fucked up. I'd have been saying in your points. I'd have been like, oh, your points. Like, I would have said something to make it just hit even lower. But I mean, you had casualties, but it was just like, it just doesn't hit the fact that you see something as people's death is actually more important than people being unemployed. But I saw the comparison, something similar to what Black people are expressing with me when it comes to the shit that I went through and the shit that they profited off of, and the things that they've done in excess because they thought the shit was funny, entertaining, and it was providing them some type of like emotional or physical benefit. Let me explain. Okay, let me let me. I mean, I already explained it, but like, let me show you some of the bullshit that these people literally have the audacity to say. Ah. Okay, we're gonna go to this part right here.
Wait, bestie, don't. Um, dang, what's her name? Arna Kirk feel like it's live or something. Okay, Latasha, where's the L at? Like, my name is Latasha, if you're wondering. Overall energy is rose, romance. Ooh, ooh. Okay, you're patching things up with someone. It could be in a romantic sense. Yeah, recovery, reconciliation, gossip, romance. So I'm seeing this two ways. Of course, everyone's not open to reconciliation. But for those of you, I'm going to talk about those of you who are first. Those of you who are open to reconciliation with a romantic partner, I'm seeing that happen. You may hear the gossip about it first, or if you already reconciled, there's gossip going around about that. Okay, cute. And then those of you who aren't open to reconciliation, maybe you reconciled with a family member or friend. So there's an ex lover who feels like they have a chance to come in. And then on the other side of that, it's like you could just be reconciling with love in general. Maybe you swore off love or you swore off dating, but love is coming back into your life. I'm seeing a reconciliation either with a family member, friend, or lover, but that's going to bring love in on both ends. Real cute. Yeah, my chest just feels like it opened up. You could be working on your heart chakra or chakras close to that, like your throat or your solar plexus, and that's going to, of course, open up the other chakras beside it. But let's get into the tarot for Taurus. I keep hearing her saying, I'm going to swing from the chandelier. Like she's saying that loud in my head. But for some reason, I'm seeing, I didn't watch the music video, so I don't know if she actually did that in the video, but I'm seeing Miley Cyrus swing on the wrecking ball. I don't know what that means for y'all, but she is still singing that in my head right now. Oh, the song is still playing in my head. Ten of Swords, the Hierophant. I ain't gonna sing that song because I can't sing. All right, there you are, Taurus. Ten of Pentacles, she's the Queen of Cups. So you with the Three of Pentacles, because I am getting men, or because you reconcile with a family member or a friend, that invites love in. Friend, it almost said fire sign. So you could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be platonic with the Three of Pentacles, because I am getting for a lot of you, you reconcile with a family member or a friend, and that makes a romantic partner feel like they can come in, or because you reconcile with a family member or a friend, that invites love in. Yeah, I feel like you're just letting shit go. So you're unbothered. Like you don't have any grudges against somebody. You don't have any grudges against anyone. So it doesn't mean anyone can just come back into your life. It just means that, no hard feelings, but I'm not letting you do it again. But no hard feelings. Yeah, with the Ten of Swords, worst part of the situation is over. Ten of Wands, you're letting all the burdens and baggage associated with things go. And that's making everything work out for you. Whether you actually speak to someone about it or not, you're like, I'm good on my end. I'm over it. That's the energy I'm getting from you. Like you just feel light, you just feel free, you're over it, you're letting it all go.
I do appreciate the part where it leaves room for the part where it says like, not all people are going to want people back, but it's normally the message that I've been getting from other people passively when it comes to my abusers, and it's when they speak on my behalf and say things of like basically what I went through is like what I went through was something that needed to happen, was something that I should be able to get over because there's other people who went through worse than I did. Like that toxic spirituality and toxic religion that Black people like to advertise to other people or market to other Black people is so fucking toxic. This is why I had actually got inspired to go ahead and make up and make my own kind of social kind of club or something like that. Like I shit you not. It has gone so far to see so many toxic Christians and so many toxic spiritualists that I've decided to just try to see what it is that I can do in order to establish myself as my own little entity. And it's wild that I even have to even consider this shit. But people, including the government, within the world, wanted to try to take me and use me as a fucking image or a martyr or something like that, or totem, to advertise and exploit and harm and harass. Like I'm supposed to be some type of totem for their fucking abuse. And they've spent nearly almost 20 years. What does it fucking look like to represent or love anyone or want to respect a certain type of doctrine, doctrine or practice or spiritual belief if it involves harming somebody and using that person as like, a scapegoat or anything like that? For the Black people to take it upon themselves to speak on my behalf, it just really kind of makes me question a lot of things that happen, like within pardon me, there's a fluffy within like certain type of spirituality practices and resources like the Bible and things of that nature. Because here I am being abused, ostracized, harmed up and down, all across the platform. But Black people decide to write they're ready to talk on my behalf about like, oh, you forgive, you're letting this shit go. If you don't forgive, then you won't be forgiven. And I'm like, for fucking what? What would I not be forgiven of? And it's this little mess that's happened because honestly, I'm telling you, hours ago, or like not even hours ago, but even a half an hour ago, I wasn't dealing with the shit. Like people knew I was setting up to go ahead and start filming. But it's this is this Black neighborhood, this Black town, and a lot of Black people. That's what I said. I hate a lot of Black people. Why should I give a fuck about you if you literally took it upon yourself to go ahead and harm me? And I did not need this. I did not need this, and I don't want this. Just because it got you like, favorable seats and money in your pockets and this, that, and the third, doesn't mean that you're just as bad as your oppressors. You really fucking are. You really fucking are. So when you victimize yourself, you really look fucking stupid. People are just like looking at you. They might just, give you some things to shut you up, but it's going to be seriously limited. And it's also going to come with restrictions, and it's going to be in a form of like a monkey paw kind of situation. But it's just like, I'm so, like you bought something that was temporary and not long standing. The only thing that, I mean, you can even try to put yourself in like history books, and it's like it still comes with like the context, or like you have to follow like a little asterisk where it comes to like a little legend or like a little note, the citation, where it's just like, yeah, but this was on false pretenses, or you guys were doing this, that, here, and the third in order to get it. And it's just as bad, if not worse, than your oppressors, because you use it on your own fucking people. It's horrible. Horrible. I'm so fucking done. So yesterday I was talking about, the limitations and the failed comprehensions of certain Black people. And this was it. Like you've seen continuous fucking videos. Even last night, the video, I was telling you that I don't want to have any fucking thing to do with these people that abuse me. But here you go saying that, I don't hold any grudges. I don't hold any grudges. I don't, that's what you guys were saying. You were saying on my behalf, after all you've seen, that supposedly I don't hold any grudges and that I'm letting shit go and that I want to have a relationship with them, or even if I don't want to have a relationship with them, that I would forgive them or anything like that. And I'm just like, no, that's not what I said. And that's your failed comprehension. That's your failed. It's not even a misunderstanding. You're just stupid. And you're just really showing on how, okay, there's really too many of you Black people, coming up with this understanding that this person is saying this thing when it's not. Like, are you stupid? You would start thinking, this is where stereotypes and shit comes up. And this is where people will start holding their fucking pocketbooks and stuff like that when they're walking beside a Black person. Okay, well, Black person, you advertising in media is where Black person in a hoodie, stole this woman's pocketbook. You see it often enough, and then all of a sudden you start grabbing your own fucking pocketbook. And don't make it seem like it was just a black thing for black people to start victimizing themselves, because you guys were also doing that when it came to Muslims back in the day, shortly after 9/11. So all of a sudden it's just like anybody wearing like was it a Habiba? No, a Habib or something like that. Like the hairdressing. All of a sudden people were starting to act funny and shit like that. And it was just like, come up off that shit. Come up off it. So yeah, it's just like, eventually you start developing negative stereotypes. But sometimes if you start seeing something like a fucking pattern, you start wondering like, wow, the school system is really jacked up wherever they are, because of eventually you're seeing a lot of fucking toxic black people within that fucking group come up with some bullshit thinking that they were able to abuse me, and thinking that I'm not gonna want any fucking justice, that I don't want them to be fucking in prison, that I don't want them fucking dead. A lot of them, or enough of them. Maybe not a lot of them, but enough of them. I want not too many of them, because honestly, you can go to prison, but I want the essential ones dead. I'm so fucking serious. That's why I literally put it on live. But you all fucking know this, because I reiterated it so many times. So there's no fucking misunderstanding here. Danielle, David, and all of them, they are overdue to be fucking imprisoned. Okay? There's no misunderstanding, misconception, or anything like that. It's like, like y'all really so fucking stupid. Like, how is 1 + 1 equal like 98? How did y'all come up with that shit? It was like, I'm very direct. It's like she's literally saying she wants these people imprisoned. And with the other people, she just wants them to be, charged. And for the other ones, it's just like, know your fucking place. Stay away from me. Stop trying to be, fucking sweet and two-faced and triangulate information. It's like, that's just how it is. It's like everybody's not forgiven. Just go on about your fucking way. Go about your fucking business. Don't try to associate or affiliate yourself with me. Like when it comes to like all this other kind of, like, what you did. And like, it's like to the very end of the very fucking day, here you guys are still being fucking abusive and toxic by being emotionally manipulative. And I'm so sick, and I'm over it. I'm over it, because like y'all some really fucking pathetic and embarrassing ass people. I'm black and you are fucking embarrassing me. It's like disgusting. Like, my fucking resume has been nothing but humanitarianism and things like that, speaking up for all fucking races, especially for black people. And here you are showing your fucking ass as being a fucking retarded ass, dumb ass bitch. Disgusting. I'm telling you. So when you start seeing a whole bunch of blacks talking on some shit where it's like, you clearly know that I don't want to have anything to do with you, but you're over here saying that I do. You're really showing your incompetence level. You're organizing your competency level. You're a stupid ass fucking bitch, and there's too many of you. I don't know if I would want to affiliate with. What are you practicing? What kind of spirituality? No, thank you. So that's why I would definitely so it's so ironic that my name is Shalice, supposed to be inspired by the Holy Grail, the one Jesus's cup. So it's just like it's a moment where it's just like, wow, so many people under, who supposedly served and supposedly loved God, just really just served, affiliated, or loved God, just really just like fucking show their asses. And not even his cup wants anything to do with you. Not even his product wants anything to do with you. It's like, that's why I just want to have my own thing. I don't even want to have like break out with like a religion or anything like that. I just want to have like my own situation where it's a legal standing, even with that. And that's fucking pathetic that I even have to even do that. It's pathetic of them that I have to be put in this situation where I have to literally research and do this. And execute these kind of steps in order to be like, I don't even want to be affiliated with you toxic ass Christians, or toxic ass life coaches that want to use me as a fucking mark in order to, and say that all this shit that I went through that was unnecessary was for God, my love for God and shit like that. Like, no, bitch, it wasn't. You bitches were a part of this shit and you wanted to shut the fuck up though. But now when it came to like pay my tithing, pay my organization, pay my business and all the other kind of shit, follow me, pay for my little workshop, my team week workshop and all the other kind of shit. Nah. Get the fuck out of here, please. Expeditiously, get the fuck out of here. Go. So yeah, multiple things I wanted to go ahead and discuss because I mean, like, how are you fucking coming? I have no fucking regrets on another thing is like the delayed understanding. How long have I been saying that I don't want to have any kind of relationship with these people? And it's just like, okay, I the court records show that I initiated my pursuit to have a court order, a no contact order against these people. But it takes you damn near a year for you to be like, I think you really mean it. I think you're over these people. Like the fuck? Like, yo, I'm disgusting. That's another video. That I've seen right here that I have like literally I want to share, but I don't have any time. Oh my god, it's just so fucking stupid. It's just like there's no confusion about my disdain for people, and it's like you bulldoze over another person's desires, wants, needs, and life, all because you guys are fucking self-serving and toxic, and you only want something that's good for you. And it's just like, so I'm unbelievably, uncharacteristically, just primeval. It really is just a complete primeval. I just it's done. It's so fucking done. So yeah. Ooh, I've also got some more ideas. It's so funny that hold on, what did I search earlier today? Show all history. I don't know. Perdón, perdón, perdón. Interesting. Yeah, so earlier today I was searching up two things. I was searching up the functions of certain businesses, and I was also trying to discover other information in regards to my self-defense. Wait. Yeah. Apologies. I was looking up the timestamps for certain type of internet web browser, but unfortunately they don't possess it. But I do have an account of the details that I was looking up. So I was looking up the things about the self-defense, and I was also looking up the things in regards to the self-defense and making like my own entity. So yeah, because like it's really pathetic that the fact that I can't just say that, oh, I support God and that I respect other religions as long as you're just not harming any people like maliciously or intentionally. Um, then okay, like you feel me? As long as you're doing that, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you think that the sun is your god. It doesn't matter if you think that the fucking trees are your sister. It doesn't really matter as long as you're not doing any harm, but you're also taking out no shit. No doing no initial harm, but you're also taking no shit. Like that's literally I can respect that. Like okay, you were fighting because of this, that, here, and the third that was initiated against you. Something that's actually valid, proven, and backed up. Yes, then go ahead. Go about that. God will definitely have your fucking back. Hello, David and Goliath. Duh. Not everybody's gonna fucking lie down and be like, slap me again. That's why I think that when people started talking on my behalf, it was just like it was making me think about Jesus. Like honestly, I would never believe in a situation where a man is definitely gonna allow a bunch of people to go ahead and just like slaughter him for everybody's fucking sins, especially knowing that this man is just really motherfucking innocent across the board. So when you bitches try to talk on my behalf about like literally the shit that I never had to deal with, but you guys wanted to be fucking corrupt, criminal, and conceive just a whole bunch of wild ass notions. You could have done that without like fucking with me, like for real, like or somebody at least that was partially criminal or anything like that though. But no, you wanted to go for the innocent. You want to go for somebody who was literally nothing but a plus to you, and I'm just like, y'all, nothing. No, 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 no. I will. As much as you're trying to come for me, I definitely am taking it upon myself to come for you because I don't have that patience anymore. Or it's about understanding. I understand you enough. I understand you quite well. Okay, this is not anything that's unfamiliar with me. So, as much as you guys were think that you can just like brush this off or just move on, it's just like no. I want the following people to be imprisoned. Definitely, whenever they die, it will, I would definitely rejoice in that. But in the meantime, it's just like, no, I'm not letting this shit go, obviously, because like, why the fuck were y'all this fucking invested in order to abuse me? And every fucking day, I am reminded that you guys are still stalking me. So it's just like, why would you think that I was just going to be like, and just move on? No. I mean, at this point, I can tell you about yourself every single fucking day and about reveal how it will echo in fucking history and time about how fucking toxic you guys are. Another thing about entitlement is that how black people like to like touch you or touch things of yours and think that it's so fucking K. No, it's well because like I've seen more polite white people literally ask permission because I know that they would they know that they would get smacked. So like they ask permission before grabbing your hair. Like nowadays like they know that shit. Well, honestly, some might because they feel entitled because all of a sudden they've been invited to too many fucking cookouts, so they just might take it upon themselves like, oh wow, I just barely love you. So, but literally, there are black people who really take it upon themselves like, oh wow, I just love your hair. Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. It's about boundaries. It's about touching. It's about consent. Like y'all took it really upon yourselves to just be like, okay, well, this is what she's thinking. This is what she wants to do. Oh, this is the history based off on what I heard. Oh, it's because she's feeling like this now. No, 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 no. No, fuck you. You guys are really fucking toxic. You like your whole fucking identity, literally your whole fucking makeup, inside and out, is toxic. Toxic. Like you would have to go on your own little fucking island and cohabitate with each other and develop your own little thing because I would definitely not want to do that. Or send me to the fucking island, okay? Anybody literally who had the opportunity to just, not be on some fuck shit is welcome to join. Like, yo, I'm so fucking over on like how disgusting so many people are and really feel entitled. Like they made this their bread and butter to be fucking minuses and toxic. You bitches are like the black equivalent of Fox News. like many years ago. Like the way how you guys were like condemning Fox News, it was just like Yeah, Fox News is toxic, but so are you guys. Oh my God, it's really horrible. Oh my God, man. Oh my goodness. Sad, bro. You were using my videos or what you saw of me, and then trying to, like, in the privacy was supposed to be of of my civil and human rights. So you guys wanted to try to exploit that by making it into, like, sex movies or something like that. If I'm having a relationship with my then boyfriend, which is really gross for you guys to do, take it upon yourself to make a deal with that person and then sell my fucking content, or even take my identity, or even make ugly ass nasty fake content and be like, okay, this is her. No, 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 no. No, why would I ever forgive that shit? No, I don't know. We're gonna be talking about this more. But in the meantime, I just wanted to have it out there because there was too many people literally taking it upon themselves to try to make up a fucking narrative, and it just only shows like how fucking toxic this whole world is and this whole race is. Like, I knew that the world wasn't all peaceful, but I didn't know, like, god damn, like, so many fucking black people were just so fucking minuses and just disastrous. It's just like, what the fuck? I really, if there was ever like a physical like resume of me, just the times when I actually participated for just world kind, I would just burn that shit. and as a political moment, as a symbolic moment. All right, I'm going, and I'm going. So I really showed ourselves. There's nothing endearing or beautiful about being stalked by people still, and having the government still watch me. With like, you guys are literally in a moment where you are sitting down with popcorn and some shit, watching me and chatting about me and things of that nature, and y'all talking on my behalf, like, I really, like, as if I was going to forgive you for this. You guys have it all like all twisted about like entertainment and all the other kind of stuff. I'm just like, who would want to do that now? You know what I mean? Who would want to do that now? This is disgusting. Hey, look, this is like that story I was telling you about, where that guy was invited to speak in front of a bunch of white people, and they decided to humiliate him and have him fight with a bunch of other black people in order to read a fucking poem, and then they gave him a scholarship to a college. Disgusting. Why would you ever think that would be something a way that would want to be part of? I'm like, no, keep your little entertainment contracts and shit like that. Like, no, I just want to be fucking left alone. And I want restitution, because restitution is literally legal. Restitution is legal. This is not about work ethic or anything like that. These are hardships that I fucking went through by my fucking self. When you guys try to compare me to you bitches or to your ancestors, they had a community. You had a community. After did whatever you had to go through, or did whatever you went through, you did it with the community. You did it with your family and stuff like that. It was a circulatory ecosystem of healing. Me, I had to heal my fucking self. You bitches didn't want me healed. You wanted a fucking good slave. You wanted a healthy product, like they did historically. And there is resources out there that shows, like, people encourage their slaves to go outside, go in the sun, sing, dance, and that shit, right? This, that, here, and the third. And it wasn't because they gave a fuck. It was because they really wanted a healthy product, and because they had invested money. You spend $1,000 or something like that for a person, wait for shipment to come, and you get them. Of course, you're going to want to stay, alive for as long as you can, so that way it can go ahead and do the things that you needed to do in order to multiply your product or your assets. Fuck out of here. Oh, fake caring and shit like that. Go kill yourselves, I swear. So, anybody, again, anybody who literally would speak up for me or advocate for me or my independence, my freedom, my civil rights, my human rights, then I really appreciate you. You know that I'm not talking about you. You know that I'm not talking about you. Like I said, it was a lot of black people. There is a lot of black people, but if you are outside of that moment where, you know, obviously of all colors when it comes to black people, if you are outside of that moment based on your character, then you know, great, because I don't believe that I'm the only fucking unicorn. I like to. That's the only part of I don't even say it's hope. It's not even hope. It's just like, you know, it's me being not even humble. It's not. This is not me being hopeful or humble. This is just me leaving room and opportunity for things that I cannot see when it comes to, like, you know, a possibility. But what I can see and the things that I can't see, I just know that there's just too many fucking toxic ass people in this world, and it's disappointingly a lot of them have been black. So yeah, I will definitely touch on this later. If not, I will probably hit you up with something else. But my name's Shalise, and I've been on the watch list. And Patriot Act has been abused, so fucking abused. And it's the moment where justice is mine, and I'm doing the things necessary in order to get that justice. Because this is modern slavery, and it's undeserving.